All right, have and have not fans. This is the video I am sure you have been waiting for. And if it isn't, let me know in the comments. Like, Jeremy, there's this one video that I've been asking you to do for quite some time, but you've never done it. I am trying to make a point of being better with that. This has only happened a couple of times, but a couple people been like, yo, man, I've been hitting you up on this video for a while. And it's not intentional, but you kind of have to realize, I know that more and more YouTubers are getting more proactive now, where they like everyone's comments, they respond to a good portion of comments and this and that, but not every YouTuber, or not too many I know of, post a bunch of videos at once like I do. So you can kind of understand how I don't respond or like every single comment. Though I do believe they had the YouTube premiere thing now where, like, yeah, during the first hour of the video, I'll be here chatting with you all. I need to start doing that. But in any case, this video is going to be pretty much like a rant, but also raising a question, because in the comment section for my episode review of Dessert, I did say in the actual review, the Justin Jeffrey stuff, if there's anybody that cares about this stuff or anything, let me know why you might actually care in the comment section below, because for the life of me, I think I spent about 10 or so minutes of the episode review ranting about Jeffrey and Justin, which is just about the amount of time in the actual episode we spent with Jeffrey and Justin, which was about 10 to 11 minutes. So we had like the first 8 minutes or so of the episode, and then the last 3 minutes or so of the episode at the apartment with these two just idiots. So the question, maybe this video will be titled, can Jeffrey really help Justin? And I think that a good portion of the comments on the episode review, now it is 4:20. I posted the 4:20. I posted the episode review around 8 or 9 this morning. So there's actually been a good amount of comments on the video so far, and a majority of people think that Jeffrey doesn't really love Justin. He just feels bad for him and thinks that he can help him. And in the back of my mind, I always remember what he mentioned at the beginning of episode 2, when it was Amanda, Wyatt, Jeffrey, and Candace sitting in the living room at the Cryer house, Cryer mansion. And it was brought up that, Jeffrey was only one class or a few credits away shy of earning his degree, which was either psychology or counseling. I can't remember the exact degree, but basically he would have been like a therapist, I guess is the best way to put it. And I always think to myself, what if that one class he either failed or he didn't take was the class that would have best suited him to deal with people like Justin? Like, the one class could have been abusive relationships, or toxic masculinity, or addiction, or whatever. Well, maybe not addiction, because he was able to counsel Wyatt for so long. But I always think to myself, what if that one class he didn't take yet was that one class that could have maybe helped him avoid the Justin situation, or have helped him fix the Justin situation by now? So, as I said in my episode review, believe it or not, I actually don't hate Justin as much as I hate Jeffrey right now, because the whole Jeffrey thing makes no damn sense. The dude had a gun pulled out on your father, yet you still refuse to leave his side. It's like, well, why don't, here's the deal. When you're done dealing with mom, then I want to stop seeing him. So we do know that based off future previews, in the preview for future episodes, we do see Jeffrey with a haircut, and he's clearly at David's house, and they give each other a hug. So those two eventually, we do know Jeffrey eventually leaves the apartment somehow, which I'm guessing could be after Justin is put in jail. We'll just have to wait and see exactly how that plays out. And I think that maybe Veronica is the person that puts him behind bars, because then that means RK would be open to her plans with Jeffrey, because Veronica did tell RK it will be easier if you meet him at the hospital, not at the house. So you lay low, I'll tell you when to act. I'm guessing that Veronica probably notices that Jeffrey's over at Justin's house, and then decides Justin needs to get out of the picture. That way RK can swoop in, and then her plan can work. That's the way I kind of think is going to happen. But what exactly does Jeffrey plan to do to help Justin? Because of the fact that he is correct in saying that Justin needs to see someone, but he doesn't want to do it because he's obsessed with the fact that Jeffrey is the thing that can help him. Yet whenever Jeffrey tries to suggest anything, even if it's not going to a therapist, but if it's just like those two sitting down or just having trust of each other, he refused to do it. So it's almost like Jeffrey is as, maybe I should do another video on this, and you let me know in the comments, should I? Who is more oblivious? Who is more blindly devoted to someone who is not right for them? Was it David during the early seasons of the haves and the have-nots, where he clearly saw how crazy his wife was but decided to stay by her side the entire time? Or is it Jeffrey with Justin? Maybe the reason we're so hard on Jeffrey is the fact that we've seen this play out with Veronica, not to mention Jeffrey even called David out for being with Veronica because Jeffrey was the first one to step away from his mother. David took a while, but he eventually, stepped away himself. I mean, you got to look at it this way, from his horse being killed to being in a house that she intentionally set on fire with him in it, and the list goes on. Yet he's still stuck by her side. As Jennifer said, you are loyal to a fault. The thing about it is, and I know I am not trying to justify Veronica's actions, but at the core, those two had been married and been in a relationship for quite some time. With Jeffrey and Justin, there hasn't been any of that established. It was just Justin sexually assaulting, well, verbally, in the back of his car, Jeffrey. He was about to do sexual stuff, but then he got the call from the police station to come in, so that wasn't the case. So basically, we move forward with the situation of Candace telling Jeffrey to use Justin, but then he went too far by giving Justin too much information about his personal life. Then that came back to haunt him because he ended up just using Justin, and then that just led to where we are now. So maybe it's because of the fact that it's a recycled storyline, and we are even questioning why Justin is even there. There have been people who have been saying that probably just because he's Tinka Sumner's baby daddy and fiance, and that's the only reason he's still on the show. I don't know if that's true, but Tyler Perry definitely needs to do a better job of writing the character. See, the thing about Justin is, believe it or not, and I'm giving him some credit, he has been consistent in his character, but for whatever reason, Tyler Perry just decided to up his creepiness factor starting in the episode, 15 minutes and out of time, where, yeah, he was obsessive and abusive and all, but they just took it to a whole new level of creepy. I feel like, I think creepy is the thing they really pushed to the forefront, and that was where the hell did this come from? Once again, I wasn't oblivious to his behavior, but for whatever reason, they just decided to really up the creepiness factor, and then they just made Jeffrey, as some would say, hella stupid. I saw that in the comments last week. Because he's just, what the hell are you doing, Jeffrey? This isn't a situation like David, where we know he has a plan against Veronica, hence why he's tolerating her this long. But with Jeffrey, it's just stupid. When you got Madison, when you got your father, and you can't see what's going on here. So I feel like I'm stumbling like Jeffrey. So I don't think that Jeffrey can help Justin, because it's like they say, it doesn't matter how much you want to help someone. It isn't until they want to help themselves that anything can be effective. Sure, you can drag Justin to these counseling meetings or whatnot, or anger management classes. But if he doesn't want to be there, then it's not going to, I could see him going to one class, see, we don't need to go back anymore. I can definitely see that happening. But I just don't see the point of the Jeffrey Justin thing. And no, it's not about, and I get it, because part of me wanted to start this video off by saying, well, maybe I'm harsh on the Jeffrey Justin thing because their storyline doesn't relate to me. And people be like, well, that's right, Jeremy, because, you're not gay and those two are portraying gay characters, so it makes sense that you wouldn't relate to that storyline, hence why you don't like it. But then I thought that's not really the point, because it's just a matter of the story is just a shitty story. It really doesn't matter about the gender of the relationship or whatnot. But if they're interesting enough characters, then it's worth watching. But if we're just subjected to just terrible story, no development, I think regardless of your gender or sexuality, I think we can all agree that this Jeffrey Justin storyline is horseshit. I can't think of any other phrase to define it, because it is just ridiculous. I have no interest in their story. They just eat up time on screen. And believe it or not, like I was excited to see Justin behind bars. I'd much rather see Jeffrey in like a psych ward or something, or like Hannah said a couple seasons ago after she saw Jeffrey stabbing Veronica. Please, you need to get some help for your anger management. Yeah, he definitely does. Well, maybe not anger management, but I don't know what it is. Is does he feel sorry for Justin? Does he just not want? I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, you could just say that. Well, maybe it's a situation where, at first, I was thinking the same thing. Well, yeah, and even Madison called him out for it. Oh, I see why you're with Justin, because your parents are going through the same thing, so you're just a reflection of that. No, this is just full blown stupid. Like, I literally have your dad came in there. You saw a gun pointed to his head. He got the gun pointed back at Justin, yet you refuse to leave. So you're literally at the point of, if anything happens to your ass, it's on you. I don't even blame Justin. Even if he is the one that pulled the trigger or give him something that's tainted to eat or something like that, Jeffrey had the opportunity, yet he did not leave for a boneheaded reason. I mean, I get David is working in the shadows, but you with Veronica, so maybe it's a situation where David could have just lied and said that, fine, I'll leave your mom, but then he knows Justin being Justin might talk to Veronica. So David is thinking 12 steps ahead. And it's just a situation where I'm like, well, maybe he could have just told Jeffrey on the way home that, about his plan. But Jeffrey being the moron he is now, I just don't even know. I mean, I think the only one that knows about his plan is Jim and the audience, obviously. And I mean, even Veronica suspects something is wrong, but she only thinks that David is getting with her to get out of jail, but not necessarily to betray her. So, I mean, at the very core of it, Justin can only get help if he wants it. It doesn't matter what Jeffrey does. It doesn't matter what David, Veronica. It doesn't matter what his mother or ex-wife or family or co-workers or any amount of therapists. If he doesn't want help, which he clearly doesn't, then it doesn't really matter. Because the way it's going down, he doesn't want Jeffrey to interact with anyone. I mean, literally, he had a gun pointed to the only other person that Jeffrey cares about in his life, doesn't want him texting or calling anyone. And I hate to make the comparison, but the way Justin has it going, it almost sounds like he's isolating Jeffrey from the world, just like R. Kelly was doing with those girls when surviving R. Kelly. But like I said before, believe it or not, I dislike Jeffrey more than I dislike Justin. Yeah, I said it. And you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on that. But with that being said, I just think it is a lousy storyline. Tyler Perry is definitely slipping. But I have a separate video talking about that, because I did notice a alarming amount of comments on the episode review talking about how the story has just gone to poop. And could this really be a sign the show is ending? But like I said, I don't want to just crucify the show after one terrible episode. But that I'll just do its own separate video. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Jeffrey can really help Justin? Do you think that's like the main reason he's staying with him? I literally do not know what the hell to think anymore. But once again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We are so close to 78,000 subscribers, trying to hit 80,000 before the end of the month. And once again, like, I keep getting comments, and you guys really don't know how much it means to me. I'm still like, recovering from all the nonsense that went down Monday, but sometimes you just need to sit. I wrote in my journal, got my thoughts out there, did some prayer and whatnot. First ticket I got ever. All the car repair crap I had to go through, but the car is running smoothly. I haven't went anywhere yet, believe it or not, because money's a bit low right now, but that's okay. I mean, I don't really need anything. My car's full of gas. I don't have anything on eBay to sell. I mean, that hasn't sold yet. I'm waiting until towards the end of the week so I can line it up. So basically, when all my eBay stuff sells, within 5 days, it kind of aligns to payday. That way I have extra money for shipping and whatnot. I'll pay the ticket Tuesday, and it's like, I was like devastated. And I know you're probably like, well, Jeremy, it's just a ticket. It wasn't reckless drive or anything. You just didn't switch lanes or anything. But it's just, for me, I just hate failing at anything like that. But I just looked over the ticket again, like, yeah, it's no big deal, because I could pay it online. It's not reckless. It's not going to up my parents' insurance. It's all good. I just got to focus on that. But then the car thing, I'm blessed the car is running and everything. That's good. I mean, it starts better than it has in quite some time. At most, depending on my sleep, because I'm blessed to actually have my sleeping pattern back on track where I'm not sleeping until like noon or 2 p.m. I'm waking up pretty early, drinking more water, body's moving. So that's good, but just being thankful for that. But in any case, yeah, the Justin Jeffrey thing, I wish this storyline would just come to an end. Nothing against Nick or Gavin, the actors who portray them. Tyler Perry just needs to do a better job writing. But once again, guys, share this video around. I really want to get some good comments on here. You know, really tell me what you think of this storyline, and I'll talk to you later. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.